Abusiafo Abronye ekopie mu court na ohwe securities a edi Abronye koya Abronye chen o chen you sniper o hey security heavy security pa me hu bi say da police for no bro be 30 na Abronye hemfimfini emia na we twekwa na we ba ya sanso so nkohyem na wotwe no nzambra biom na before that no news bi na mabonte omo kire say Abronye nam case mu aye chi ne koba ne nyina ne yira say ja nam say
yere I find a Porsche a champo Abronye abusuam ne abusuya sister ba ko abusuanum akasa find adwoa acha yenko ne sister adwoa cha enko jin komo bi san say enkra yen satini is it true or false sister ema oha awie
yeah
Pacho or life the debate with the Munufi Pacho o kase free ejoso
Pacho I make us free ejoso
atina kwame ba for Abronye yere fe ne Abronye no so kunim sister iba
minim ne pa ye ne na nyini wo mentemu ho no be bia ye tene ye ne na nyini
okay now ya bo open we ya enkra ye satene say sister say opese ujawa enti da kodom abusuya de kodom kwame ba fa Abronye abusuya e sense enim gwase kwame ba fa Abronye de man no e ya doso no kre ben enewo
no kre wo pa beye na mienu ni 2 days ni na enua ba ne se enim gwase ani krudi guru no o ka se na ni je ho ana wo boa because oba penny a wakọ ni law school enimonyam ni ba na be mani ku na enimu ase wa kuma ne ba bia enyeyi ti o say le daye ko son ya ni pitri aware no o ntimi nti samre de ordinance akoma abusuafo no
na say ne asem kase pa na sister yakwa akopa ba ye o isa say ukunu ache ukunu na say wa ma ukunu ntimi mpie na so wuja na dia do you think say abusuafo no e supporting your sister here and say supporting no
Busiane de almost say man jobrel, but or say any guasiano broso. And when Tinasa decision we what take
I see. And from a just and free Abronye yer Porsche, Busia for Ebanes Abronye yer Porsche say, O Jaya Abronye, sign of a sorcery. All right, that's it. This is a debate with Munufi Yankopoya Doma. The BCBiano, the Ebetos interview for and cry and Saturn is a crime of Abronye, or shall say, David, baby, or do it or the sea here. It says a Nicola crime of Abronye, or Pomano, Nicole, and Kusiaga. And don't be surprised that crime of Abronye free police or another say a Rebecca Prisio, say Bejano, or Banasa, what is a crime of Abronye, is 1 minute crime, and Trebima. That is the end of the game. And that is the latest development way from the horses home of Misherane don't call. Make what J free Abusiano and Casa.
Ini se mom dia beto abonti o case na Abronye wo bayi dia china shemu a o che de ekone de ba o mo che se na yire so asa eja na me se ne yire eja na se sei anyway yenko court we yenko he how Abronye ye de free court de ne bania de securities pa na wo court no
Stop them there. I told you to stop them there. That's all.
Tomorrow security is a court. And yasam ketwa. Me who be say that. Hey, Abronye. na sɛ wo yɛ security threat sa ano ɔden papa na NPP fo ni bia di nkomo a ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ NDC fo kɔ ɛwɔ kɔfo ɛwɔ ho kwan sɛ ɔmo criticize no mu di atem NPP fo kɔ yɛ bia ne akɔ akɔkye wɔ mo.
So this is very, very unfortunate. He's been remanded to police custody again for another 1 week. In fact, I am surprised that a misdemeanor could attract such high-handedness. The approach is bad. It's just abuse of his rights. You saw almost about 100 policemen fully armed to the teeth. Is he a terrorist? Has he committed treason? Is he a treasonable offense? Look, even when we were in court, we saw of a news item where Sofu Azoka, who has actually threatened to kill the minority leader, he was arrested, granted bail the same day, and he's been directed to appear before the court on the 12th of September or so. In fact, we even have the constituency communications officer for the NDC in Ekuonaba, who openly said that they are looking for my good self, Honorable Anodompre, and the minority leader to kill, and that they are after us. The video is viral. In fact, the new Patriotic Party officially petitioned the IGP, signed by the General Secretary. As we speak, we have not even received any official correspondence from the police. This is somebody who says that he's going to kill Honorable Afenyomakin, Honorable Anodompre, and my good self. And the person is still walking free. And we have somebody who's been slapped with charges which are misdemeanor, and then the person is being treated as if he's a hardened criminal. Very unfortunate. Very, very. It looks like this unfair application of the law, the bias is becoming too much. We are going to rise up against this unfortunate treatment. It looks like state institutions being weaponized to humiliate the new Patriotic Party.
What's the explanation offered for the extension of his detention?
The police says that they need more time for investigation, that is all. Meanwhile, in their own charge sheets, they had stated that they have completed their forensics. The police is unprepared, so the fact that they are unprepared means that you should be kept in police custody for another 1 week. Very unfair. That is just the reason. Very, very unfair. So in the same vein, then you have Sofu Azoka, who has been granted bail and he's been told to appear before court on the 12th of September. So very, very unfair. We are of the view that state institutions are being weaponized unfairly, unduly, against due process to harass members of the new Patriotic Party. And we are going to rise against this.
Nessa idea how mopa, almost munyai, almost be Gino Mwa copim say, the BCBC. Now, see, ya, Cassa, Mui and idea, Abronye, Ekuonaba, Bania, their day, as NPP Funi be Dinkomo, or more count more how near their ditchraman, sign for international community near, and Yasam Kitwo, court to honor. Jai, as so when you can me make a channel. Who bet me to comment section. Who had your moo Kenya, no crebu, and answer who was to say.
You people will come back small if you all get time. They didn't tell you how we all get. The top of your tower.
Stop them there. I told you to stop them there. That's all. In the Republic versus Ibrahim Adams, that superior orders cannot suffice as a defense to a criminal liability. Whoever is behind and using the state accoutrement against innocent citizens, we don't know the person behind, but we know the people enforcing the state architecture, the statecraft, and they should be worried that they one day have questions to answer as far as the use of state machinery against the lives of innocent citizens are concerned. Thank you very much.
Council, for purposes of avoidance, what was the court's decision today?
Yeah, the court decision is that the prosecution prayed the court that investigations are still ongoing and that the accused person be remanded into police custody to continue with ongoing investigations. And under the circumstances, this is based on electronic evidence. Whatever he said, whatever he is alleged to have said, is electronic. Why must it take dates for the person to be remanded into police custody before he can continue with investigations? You see, under the Criminal Other Offences Procedure Act of 1960, Act 30, Section 96(4) clearly tells the court that the court should not withdraw bail as a form of punishment against an accused person. Under the circumstances, we clearly see that the court is just withdrawing bail against Abronye to use that as a punishment against an accused person who has not pleaded guilty to the offences that he has been charged with. And a clear breach of Article 19(2)(c) of 1992 Constitution. But we believe in the rule of law and due process. Certainly, we have the instruction of our clients to pursue their matter. And as far as that is concerned, we will climb up and make sure that his liberty
is restored. Certainly, he has been remanded into police custody.
When is the next agenda?
Yeah, for 2 weeks. So certainly, we look forward that we come back on the due on the return.
What was
date.
the spirit of your client? I mean, we saw him raise his fist to cheers.
Yeah, Mr. Kwame Bafo Abronye is a man full of life. He knows this, that this is just mere political persecution.
Yeah.
And certainly, he's hopeful that yes, his liberty will be restored one day. And yes, he's pursuing what he's pursuing in furtherance of democracy.
There are reports he's on a hunger strike. Can you confirm that for us?
Oh, certainly. Once you are being handled this way, will you trust that the same people handling you in a manner as if you have committed treasonable offense? When they give you water, will you take it? When they give you food, will you take it? Certainly. He needs to protect his life, and under the circumstances, the reason that he's on hunger strike.
Thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
We will not sit for this to happen.
Yes.
We are rising up.
Yes.
We are going to work
to the party of
We are not going to allow this.
We are going to work to the party of
to make it clear for us to know, yes, they have arrested Azoka. But to me, I think these people are rather throwing ducks in Ghanaian eyes by what happening today. The NDC and John Dramani Mahama has started to see that Ghanaians are talking ill against them about the injustice, about the unconstitutional way of arresting people, about the Rambo style of arresting people. So that the only way the NDC want to get their way out is to make a fine of Ghanaians by saying that they have arrested Azoka. You and I know if somebody has been arrested, how the law is going to deal with him. If Azoka is arrested, they should let us know the status of Azoka for now. Whether or not he is on interrogation or he's going to face the court. The police, I hope they should let us know.
But have you gotten any call yet?
I have gotten a call from the commander, from the prosecutor at Chebi. You know, when the thing happened, the sad incident happened in Akotia. I am NPP, we are law-abiding citizens. Everybody can see clearly out there, if it is strength, if it is physically, myself and Azoka cannot match me. But when Azoka approached me with insults, it is quite clear he was insulting me to some extent. He even called me before I realized they have hurt me at my back. So at that moment, I went straight to the Akotia police station and laid my complaint. The following day, I came back to Accra. The police commander called me back to Akotia and let me sign for a medical report. After collecting the medical report, I came to 37 Military Hospital for treatment and checkout. So after that, the same commander called me and told me that the case has been transferred from Akotia to Chebi Police Headquarters. So just last Friday, a week ago, I went to Chebi Headquarters, Chebi Police Station. I went to the headquarters and meet the investigator. The investigator again let me put my statement. He asked me everything that has transpired between myself and Azoka. It was beautiful that the investigator himself testified that he have seen the video, and to him what he saw clearly shows that I did not even utter a word to Azoka. He have seen that physically, and then this thing Azoka attacked me. So they themselves witnessed it. So I put all my grievances, all what happened there, I've given it to the Chebi police station. Then I present the medical report that had been signed by the doctor to them. So they told me and assured me at that Friday that by Monday they will arrest Azoka. Okay. So by Monday, I called the investigator and he said that they have called him. They have summoned him. They called him for interrogation, but still now they did not get him. Okay. But they are on process of what? To arrange if he didn't come himself. That is what the policeman told me. If Azoka did not willingly come himself at the police station, they will order for his arrest. So this morning, one of the Chebi police, the investigator, there are 3 of them. One of the investigators called me and asked me whether or not I'm in Accra or wherever I am. And I've told him that I'm in Accra. And he told me, for now, they have arrested Azoka. That is what he told me, that Azoka has been arrested. And to me, everybody know how NDC, how trick they are. They are confident trickers. They can trick people just simple because they fall foul. Ghanaians began to see the injustice of John Mahama, the unconstitutional way of arresting people of John Dramani Mahama. So this is one of their tricks that they want to put it out there so that it will look like Azoka, they are doing something. But Mr. IGP, you can't be smarter than the Ghanaians. If you forgot, let me remind you that it is the good people of Ghana, the taxpayers' money that we used to pay you. Is that still the same taxpayers' money we used to pay John Dramani Mahama? So why are we seeing all this? When did insult? Well, if insult become a crime, so that the Bunu regional chairman can insult someone or can put a fake news so that he will be arrested with a Black Maria, which is meant for notorious criminals, and they will arrest him. Why is it that John Mahama insult the entire tribe, the entire tribe, and label them as Achim mafias, as Sakawa people, and John Mahama is not arrested? So we want the IGP to act competently. We want the IGP to act as a Ghanaian, as a police for Ghana, not police for NDC.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
The constituency chairman, Bro region, German South. Now the echo say no. I know I den. Yenim say, oh my Ghana, nipa no ye nyina ye oh my Ghana, nipa e na ye wo ha. Na mom say, yewra IGP, say obi akasa, na wakasa ti obi. Ana obi akasa na wadi obi atem. Say ono ne kae ananya ono ne kae. Na se mutumi chi no. E de ne sheka e blackmail mu a. Na kwambi so no enka yie. Me as constituency chairman there. Me who say, yewra IGP, ni nimdie a ode ye na dwuma no e wo fom. Ni nimdie ya ode ye dwuma no e wo fom. Ade a me hunu.
You Ghana police, any NDC police for. Are na table never 10. 4 years is left 4 days. And we 4 years ago. I got 3 years, only 4 months. But the table will 10. Oh yeah. Never say about power. 2028. Inshallah. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud. She is coming back. He is coming back. The table never 10. Muyaya Bauya Baba 2028 Inshallah. You must have a
2028. We live to see. Say the medical care. Say the bodiano uncle no to no. Say the uncle confused that. From mama no win you already Ghana. So back. 100 years in power. NPP as a political party. Yes, you have a better kunya.
MPP youth organizer. Now on your police, you will make sure obey police in because your police for her or say police attire there. Wakata na nimba NDC youth organizer or your police ni. You got John Jamani mama kache atim for say omu yina omu ye sakawa. Police yanchi omu azoka ennam Ghana have free dia de kache omu say. Ye ni bisa 2028 ye ba power. Na say ba power. De ekosi media for mu ya dance for. Ye person be do we be the say in fact ye buy more than 100 times the NDC for ye. So omu pa omu tie yina nkogum because when we come back to power we will do the same thing to them. Ye bet you be in fact you better make sure the Ghana no. You better chum say Yansu you to me. You better the poor 8 years. Yanchu bia, Yanya boni bia, Yanya the boni bia. Na say sign on by ya. Na Ghana police is so any one some we professional. No by yet no by NDC for. We are there. You are waiting for them 2028. Inshallah. You better more than 200 times.
Near Kosono, near Kosovo Ghana Hano. Moon Central for Muna somewhere the Mubo do ye. No Bianti. Near Kosovo Ghana no Muna Mohu. Your Ghana ha former president wo they Kevin Taylor the young fan on twin chain media for the young fan on twin chain obi away statement and yes why be there Ekuonaba Ghana ha kwamba and can you won't be no Ghana na be no Ghana can from assemblyman up to president or to be free abusunya kuo a omo ya tribe say achim sakawa ya Ghana ha imamufuo obi anka ahwe afafufuo hɔ na kasa ye CSO hɔ na kasa ye nsamtrafo hɔ na kasa ye enti na satumi atene na abɔ wunsam na so obi akɔ kasa sabi o wo se ni ayi azoka kɔye ye no enam se eye azokanti wo NDC chairman ti on dia ne butwa wonko NPP for a petition ed koye dia na si ye na so no wa dia na no na wa tia IGP kakra eno anyway ka police fo wa mugu ha eya awreho Ghana fo ye nhwe nipa dudu wa san na aye to kwatina fo Ghana fo dudu wa san na kwatina Niger bimu wa Niger bimu wa Burkina bimu wa Togo samu be kan ya NDC wa opposition okucha to blakwa otumi twetect ekọ Ukraine so wo kwa Ghana student ya wo mu ho awre husem adan abusuafo Ghana fo omu free Savannah region aban no ankasa ne kuro wa free so
wa o kasa no ye hu se NPP abreso Yoruba dampale abreso no abrante bi de nsem tudwa se eye IGP no arukutu eye fake police election no de ba adwuma enam so ema abrante ni tum 4 years ama for se de Abronye de abai possibility say the Abronye dey buy there na we say Abronye dey sanso ne ko sanso mo gwenkyere ho ene say we say dey Abronye so tumye sa asem na Abronye kan Abronye asem o kan e a NPP for and as NDC for police for adwe yom say wakasa atia yewura IGP no di asem no kan obi azoka akwa kase yewura afeyon market so beto na eka bato na ayekoso ho no kokoto yewura afeyon market sa nke be ba election woni constituency asem be na so chesa Abronye asema konkan boni bia na yomehu endi yohonu IGP is it bigger than President Mama and as President Akufo-Addo who is he oye ni person menu mienu ya say yakasa ti obi a oponfa kokko ti Abronye dinatem na de na ekosu say yakasa ti IGP oye bigger chen wan yewu otufo se tutu a oti so enei yewu atem hene a oti so enei Kevin Taylor didi natem oba ha police fo ya ebo ne ho ban e de ko Supreme Court obi a court kwa say yenche no ya ja no how much mo Abronye woni ba na Abronye aye say na IGP ba ba ya binu ya ye nyina be so e camera ene omukoko be prison no mo mi omu say sinu say nyina on beti yen because when you are a politician honestly speaking who so say nipa beku who so say whether prison who so say dey beto in fact say okona we nyina to a part of your duma enti politician bia no so police e becho enti ye jira nyina ye jira esi e nim say e beto say be kofi e becho makoda prison any nipa that prison by a peer in fact you want man for or mother prison but they are still present I didn't have to Mandela but somebody man paying it is omu yeni na minia omu tibi nyama ya bamu mu omu tibi nyama me nsuo sadia man paying to TikTok na man for social media na mokasa na ya obi ahwe ne kasa mu yie no sansem no muntia no mfanya adwuma you one don mama oni moral right to say that you don the money mama TikTok no I did the part em no na person e buy if I be koso ye ne ne ye be ne tira de e was all ye nyina ne say on just be tracing profile mu TikTok so di atem na mu nkoko buy prison because e be koso ye na o tie so de e be ko akoda ho ye stop there
Sadi mana na de power. Sadi na so na de ko opposition. Ghana for to mama yeru don never mama say. Mama se Ghana. E de dollar ye ko ye so ntiri nyina ho. Ye so mama Ghana for nya adwuma ye. Eni mo say no family. Eni wasem ne yeka. So me nua obi ani wo so obi a threaten. Galamsey e na to atese no. Ene mama green light. So obi an ko tus Galamsey. Eno na Ghana for so onye nwa adwuma. E TikTok ne de. Ye be ye nwa adwuma ne. Ye be ye nwa adwuma kira.
We, the New Patriotic Party, are here this morning to brief you on the happenings regarding our regional chairman, Abronye. Well, the police invited him on Monday, the 8th of September. He responded to the invitation by the police, went with his lawyers, submitted himself to interrogations. Within an hour of interrogations, he was whisked into NIB custody. The question is, why would the police investigating a matter and has its own police cells decide to send a citizen who is being investigated on a matter which is a misdemeanor into NIB custody? It must be stated that our checks at the NIB confirms that the NIB is not interrogating Abronye, neither are they investigating him. According to the NIB, they are only recipient of the man Abronye. In other words, the police sent him there that they should keep him. That is why they received him. But they are not the ones who are investigating. So the question is, why would Ghana Police Service claim to be investigating a person and rather decide to send him to NIB cells? Is it to punish him or what? Then they kept him the whole of Monday night, and Tuesday morning, being the 9th, he was brought to court. When they brought him to court, counsel for Mr. Abronye applied for bail. The police insisted that they still needed him for further investigation. Therefore, they want him to be remanded into lawful custody. Of course, the judge upheld the application and remanded Abronye to be brought to court today. Now, the sad part of it is that when he left court, the police handcuffed him. By the way, the man was handcuffed and put in Black Maria. And when he got into court, he was released from the handcuffs in court, and after court, they again handcuffed him. And I think the whole country saw him being marched into the Black Maria in handcuffs. Again, instead of complying with the court order, if the police is investigating and secures a remand, the remand is into police custody, because you, the police, claim that you need him for investigation, further investigation. You need to interrogate him further. Now, to surprise you to know that the police again sent the original chairman to NIB cells. And not that he's being interrogated, nobody is interrogating him. So it is clear that his rights are being abused using the court as a channel. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, yesterday when a UK Minister of State visited Parliament, in my interactions, I had this to say, that the time has come for political leaders to end the I do you, you do me, or you do me, I do you. Democracy cannot be sustained, protected, and advanced through such actions. Ghana must make progress. Since 1992, when we started this democracy, we've gone through challenges. I think that under this reset dispensation, we'll see something different. But this situation of abusing human rights under the guise of ensuring law and order isn't that here nor there. If you look at the charges, these are all misdemeanor. These are charges that are not serious offenses. If you say somebody is publishing fake news with the intent to cause fear and panic, it's a mere misdemeanor. Then you again say that his conduct is offensive conduct and it breaches the peace. These are not serious matters, and I mean, this shouldn't lead to somebody being put in Black Maria. On the contrary, a national officer of the NDC threatened my life, threatened the national organizer's life, threatened the chief whip and other senior members of the party. Threat of death openly. We petition. Unfortunately, because there's a different Ghana for NPP and there's a different Ghana for the NDC, the IGP has not even arrested the said officer. A communication officer of the NDC in Akotia constituency also repeated this said threat, but he has not been arrested, and that is what we see. You see, our friends in the NDC should watch this. Power is like an ice block. When it's given to you, it starts to melt from the very day. If we made mistakes, or if there were some mistakes in the past, which I admit that our government couldn't have been perfect, some mistakes were made. If the same will be repeated, then where are we heading to? And with what is going on, it becomes difficult for you to hold back the extremists and the hardliners in our body politics. Because if today a chief justice is going through a committee hearing and hurriedly, when the hearing is not done, a report is done and she's removed. If today somebody makes himself available for interrogation and suddenly he's remanded, we know what is happening at the Yoko. They will keep you and then now set some very onerous bail terms, making it practically impossible for you to meet the terms. Everybody is watching. I would appeal to governments to stop these excesses. I will appeal to the IGP and the Ghana Police Service to ensure that high-level professionalism is brought to bear. We are all Ghanaians. 2028 is not far away. Our friends in the NDC who are happy about some of these things, and when we even speak, they say, oh, it happened yesterday. So should it continue and continue and continue? And when will it end? Look, around us, I'm a member of the ECOWAS Parliament. I've run through the sub-region. I've traveled within the sub-region. And it's some of these things that they kept doing to themselves that degenerated and has destroyed their democracies. Ghana
is an example of democracy, and we should not blot it with some of these actions. Let's make create a peaceful Ghana, one Ghana that all of us will be happy to be part, no matter our political interest. Such a thing must stop. We are battling with Galamsey. Our city is struggling. Our youths need jobs. I think this should be the bona fides of our government rather than targeting opponents. Of course, I would also not encourage foul language and our body politics. I will not encourage it, whether within or without. But the state must be measured in its approach. We are here, it is past 9. He's still not here. The judge is ready, is sitting. They've still not brought him. We'll patiently wait, since they wield absolute power. And perhaps they don't believe in the constitution. There's nothing we can do, we are helpless. We are in their hands. However, they may want to approach it, we are watching. Ghanaians are watching. The rule of law is watching. I will end my case and I'll get back to you. Thank you very much.
What's your man, Abronye?
Yes.
Oh, Hefa.
Our Bono.
Bro.
I or NPP. Bono Chairman.
Now, how pan is it?
Maybe how to say. At first, Abronye no, or Modena Tumuno, and then I be problem. Because yet you gromuha, Sequasika, na enya, Kwaku Kaswa, and yet you gromuha, and a Calvintera. A year I have weaving or 2-4 or ye 2-4. A case or chihine, the room can't say a pool. If the Supreme Court judges can tell a year woman, as a son or buy and or more garden, and all best because no more jarring or more born powder, and all from the flat and all coy, and never see the Cavitella did attempt to Jim Martin or 2 corner, San Anado in the cooling. But you for super alternative 3, San Anado. I find the say, or yari post-it, or yari cancer, even color more China and Avrango, Scammer school, so I'm better than Abiti. And I'm saying, another lawyer, or dim Rasmussen, and another finding some count. Now, fear by the saying, Abronye Bonnie Ben or ya come to way, I'm with the Abronye ship, I didn't say. Now, no, I find say, are you not a president, Mamma? Yeah, media, me president, Menena, Junior, at the same your kind. Menenia adwin
asamena mama hakan ya wona ne nyaadwin
asama president mama kan say no omo TikTok no ye ba be cheche omo ene ye ufie e be ba menenia because yes president mama kan say because can be tell ye ana onkola yi adidi atem enti no so onkola yi adidi atem na mo de ba power na say ya ba ukoye me ma ene mi nua no mo TikTok I didn't me ma and me brother somewhat in patcho ajobre at the DNA man a year moon trust na yin come boom na Ghana the young coyin I bet to you you team because me no me what TikTok you bet now back can say friend saying say no yeah be ya ibia who feel cry about show and a kiki yet, you ever can advance. Say, me, my brother come out and say, me, ya Ghana. Who's so say, Miss Roche? Because the NPP for a penny or woo, for Liata, or prison. Just about who will be. Now then, I say, would ye? We are there, baby. Maybe Joe 56 years, because 50 years, me, there, baby. Until me come out, you say, me, ya Ghana. You'll be until me come, my brother, my new tune. Me come out, I will say it, me come in there. I can't pray, and you're praying for. Said you are here and son and so said can't some of the power. Sanya so back to catch punching someone could be that they are mine. Yes, prison could be in some. And some say, yeah, I'm better to you. Democracy in a one. And yes, soldier, and your military government in a your womb. You will democracy, chair one drain, I'm in chair margin. Then no, I say, me chair margin. Maybe I bet you was struggling with the Ataman. I tell the dear someone and yes, Ufiti and I would the Atamo. Ufiti only. Maybe I say me cock Vitella school. Miss Yaka Vitella. Who's second Vitella? Yes, on that me your mammy penny, may your mammy penny more match me, my year, me mammy to see me, but say no. 56 years, and Margin I say, until me say me my cock Vitella school. It's like every day, and sounds now to move the wood. Now, some will be Jimmy penny not tell me the meaning die.
Who be give me penny at them, be NPP penny be at them, so make you at them. Say you swear, you say your money get power. Sana you swear by power. Because who be hear me penny now, maybe but you tell them see no did at them. Or the American be seen not buying us. Not buying us so. And so young Ghana for your new but you are buying you can see buying. Young Ghana for to not buy us be seen no did at them. I still at them. You be and you watching, you can pray and you pray fan. You can pray and you pray fan. Abronye again, Abronye why again. Abronye again.
That's not kind of who said,
yeah, Abronye, no, so I did the IGP at all. Come out, and you won't see Abronye folks. Your pack at Krakow in the Abronye the tree. Yet, the idea is a son and Nado, Omunku, Yaminkuna Nado. Eh, Nade, and you Kromana. Just said, you have a Dallas, $100, who could be Sabuchi. Who per dollar, who you just Sabuchi or other. Among one the propaganda and the Virginia to someone to me more. Mon dear, Mamma Farmer said, Mamma, so MPP, dear. Some of them will bet here, they are any chili, any Mubeniachi. Coffee and Kaya no two, then Kaya no two pots. Mamma, there's a wound, a chain and police. And not here, they are now a police for betting me, are they? Atina Ochimia, Abronye Yachini, are they? And now Ochimi Sase, may come out, you know, Bachimi, a chimney. Me chair margin, as a mere gun, the chair margin as all betting chimney. Said we are here, you know. I don't know, don't you listen, see MPP. Or be our MPP or your lawyer, be a man with the MPP. What is MPP? You have be our own boon. Now, your man or my baby, dear. Ah, you can't somewhere. Ah, yeah, Buga, that's how you come to do a baba. Ah, National Executive for the Crown or Mono, says you yes, you can't. Yes, you can't. I mean, you mammy, your Uncle Ben. What the bar made the baba. Hey, I do need the other kind of catch. I mean, my brother, you're gonna you. Mecca, I'm some money, a chair, Mecca, and chair, Mecca.
Good morning.
I'm a PM.
Yeah, this morning, good morning to our friend medias and the rider, the injustice, the selective justice, the impunity of this current government, the NDC and John Dramani Mahama, by arresting our people illegally, arresting our people unconstitutionally. That has made us so hard for us to come here. So this morning, when you see us here, we came here to see what is going on in our judiciary. What is the judiciary going to say about the Bunu regional chairman who has been arrested illegally because of insult? You are media and you can testify. When did insult in fact become a crime? I am sending a warning, a caution to the IGP. If insult is a crime, it can lead to arrest, then the IGP have plenty work to do. If insult is a crime and it can lead to arrest, then the IGP, in fact, in the first place, should arrest John Dramani Mahama, to arrest Semi Jenfi, to arrest Sam George, to arrest all Asedun Ketia. Look, it is clear out there. The president of Ghana, but then John Dramani Mahama, and the former president by then, make a categorically statement, insult the whole tribe. John Dramani Mahama was captured in a video where he has made a devastated word against Achim people. He has insulted all Achim and labeled them as Sakawa. But then the president of the land was Achim man. What did the president say? Is it that Ghanaians are not going to do justice for Akufo-Addo? Akufo-Addo was a president. When John Mahama made this kind of a deviant comment that all Achims are what? Sakawa, even called them Achim Mafia. We are in Ghana here when John Mahama said the entire nation have a short memory. We are in Ghana here when John Dramani Mahama said Asantis are ungrateful. He has insulted Asantis to the extent he has what lead to Asantehene. Because if you insult Asante, you have insulted Asantehene. I said Katia have insulted Rawlings, saying that Rawlings is a banking dog. So all this kind of Rambo style of arresting, where from this is that the IGP and the NDC are telling us that citizen is not allowed to speak freely. Why? We are in democratic system. In Ghana here, citizen is allowed to speak freely without fearing any intimidation or any violence. But why is it that when the NPP speak, it become a crime? When the NDC speak, it become like a norm or a normal thing. Ghanaians, are you doing justice to the New Patriotic Party? Ghanaians, are you doing justice to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo? Akufo-Addo has been insulted and accused of killing his own wife.
So at the end of the day, what are your expectations from the court today?
By the end, our priority here is to tell the court of competent jurisdiction that we need justice. We need justice in the sense that Abronye has not committed any crime. They should free Abronye today. The Bono regional chairman deserve better.
All right, so back.
Missy two kunfo ladina two kunfo ladina two kunfo. All say on mine, all say on mine, all say on mine. Two kunfo. Oh, abada benyo, mama abada benyo, abeje kana say. Mama abada benyo, abeje kana say no. Abada benyo, mama abada benyo, abeje kana say no. Abada benyo, mama abada benyo, abeje kana say no. Two kunfo, adina two kunfo. Two kunfo, adina two kunfo. Me say what say on mine no. I say on mine, I say on mine, two kunfo. Mama, I say on mine, I say on mine, I say on mine, two.
Yes, the President Mahama Kano, good advice, ma Ghana youth, but good advice, no. Ebe free any quite say you beba. I say 1 year on my opinion send all kind because. Before president, because I've been working with former President Akufo-Addo before, at 8 years as a national security officer at Jubilee House. Many Akufo-Addo, Messiah and a personal bodyguard for 8 years. So everything will come out of the president mouth. It means he carry a weight. So before President Mahama Bebe say TikTokers. Any nipo call social media, so they will use your PIN code number to let the national security or signal bureau to trace you. And I think say a idea I have president, but the main mechanism say yeah the president has because after president there Ghana will be any ho uyi nyamia or no na ewo tumi. The president governance, the government and I say Mahama ne ontimi ye ne say obedane oba bema. So what I say, and I say obedane bema oba and no pen a politician and I say president won't me here. President bet my ye bia we are boni one di boni or to say send your moye Abronye. President bet my order na omacho. Until before president or every week briefing or so monthly briefing before obebabeka TikTok asem no. It means there is something I who say eko ebia eko tie no and I say eko wrong way. But yeah, papa no wa too careful. But somewhere me mu tembia mu ni me stand say you can criticize the government heavy, but to insult say nipa ne bewu and I say obey yeah me so. Man who say your party for ne bi you su previous IGP to say Dampare compare Christian Yahunu. If you ask me as young man, I will stand by Christian Yahunu. Why? Because loyalty. Christian Yahunu when they appointing IGP, NDC, President Mahama, but Dampare, Akufo-Addo na appointed Dampare to be IGP, but he disappoint NPP. So Christian Yahunu or no, what your problem at Dampare, a creative yen or no, or by or yes, a master job. That's how it's supposed to be. Even when best democracy like America, 200 or 300 something years, Donald Trump by the head of security, he removed them. Yes. So what I say? Because 1 year IGP or no, or by you, or targeter. So what I say? So our people to target Christian Yahunu say or yene jumano is first time first time in the Abronye. So what I say? I'm not supporting arresting Abronye, which how they arrest no. I know say Yahunu is a political or need to me be a wamufa say Abronye did Yahunu attempting or mochino, but it's political hand with this arrest because we share send it to Black Maria. As is a heavy criminal who kill or who is terrorist. No, it's just misdemeanor. So what I say. But the President Mahama Kano me dana say you control you from who say someone who say you backward the commander police crowd one more Abronye by your party boys so he need to call me a Moses Abo say yene or more one more friend yene boys in the Kasai. What do you see? You see calm. That's how you lead. Until obi hu certain bia ya wakota party no ahye animonyam ama ya yejuma until yentimi yi party ne ma ensuo mu ejemu you need to defend the elephant. So what I say, so the President Mahama asamna say but mo ye yimu mo koye only NDC for omo they have freedom to insult, to criticize, to say everything, but only NPP ni kokan bibia na say yankwa ano nkwohye ana say we who say we NPP ni oboa NPP yankwoche no eno de mampanyini yesraw mama na mbasa but ye foaso say atemdidie enye but mampanyini Mahama mesu me ka wa de ba ko penko betima ya ma yesa yesra no say ono so aka bibia ati achimfo say the whole tribe nko kaseti Akufo-Addo say Akufo-Addo ye scammer, meaning as an individual, but who cassette full tribe, trapper, one person boom, a free moon, who say a chim scam. Intimate penny says, no, Cassa assembly biome, and I said, yeah, intimate Damasi, I can't Ghana for intimate Damasi.